Does everybody call it the Holy Bible or Good Book?
No, the Bible's called many things. Some people call it the Word of God. It's also called the Book of Books, the Book of Life, the Oracles of God, the Law of the Lord, Scriptures, Sacred Writings, and even the Good News.
Oh, well, it sure must have took a whole bunch of people to write the Bible.
Well, actually, Rever, according to the Bible, God wrote it.
God?
That's right. And he chose different people at different times to write it down. Now, pay attention. We're going to learn about the writers of the Bible. Well, 40-some men were the writers, my friend, of the Bible, that's what they say. And many people didn't know what it was long ago, but they wrote it down anyway. 1,600 years in the making, over 3 different continents too. At least in 3 different languages, and lots of pages when the writers of the Bible were through. Some farmers, some lawyers, some fishermen, and some kings. Some rich men, some poor men, a few plain old people in between. One doctor, a taxman, some generals and some priests. They were men from the city and men from the farm, men from the greatest town to the least. All right, here goes the second verse now. Listen carefully. In the Old Testament, Moses wrote the first 5 books called the Pentateuch. And in the New Testament, Matthew and Mark and John wrote the Gospel with Luke. The Psalms were written by a man named David, a shepherd with a sling and a stone. And the Proverbs were written by Solomon the king, the wisest man ever known. Some farmers, some lawyers, some fishermen and some kings. Some rich men, some poor men, a few plain old people in between. One doctor, a taxman, some generals and some priests. They were men from the city and men from the farm, men from the greatest town to the least. Yes. Well, the Bible is a creation for every new generation. Right from the very formation, they say the writers had inspiration. Some farmers, lawyers, fishermen, and some kings. Rich men, poor men, a few plain old people in between. One doctor, a taxman, some generals and some priests. They were men from the city and men from the farm, men from the greatest town to the least.